Amish women, part of a traditional Christian community in North America, live by a set of beliefs that shape every aspect of their lives. Known for their distinctive clothing and commitment to simplicity, they adhere closely to centuries-old customs passed down through generations. These customs are rooted in a deep faith that emphasizes humility, modesty, and separation from the modern world. Amish women follow strict rules that govern their appearance, behavior, and interactions within their community. Despite their quiet lifestyle, there are many lesser-known aspects of Amish women's lives. Amish women, like men, live without modern conveniences, such as electricity, telephones, and cars. However, the impact of these restrictions is often more significant for women because of their traditional roles in the home. For example, without electricity, Amish women must do household chores manually. Washing clothes involves using a hand-operated wringer washer instead of a modern washing machine. Cooking is done on wood or gas stoves rather than electric ones, and refrigerators are often powered by propane or kerosene instead of electricity. These restrictions mean that tasks take much longer to complete and require more physical effort. For instance, while non-Amish women might use electric blenders and mixers, Amish women often rely on hand-cranked versions. This can make meal preparation a lengthy and exhausting process, as G can provide. Number 14. Having children is mandatory. In Amish culture, having children is considered a vital part of life, especially for women. This belief stems from their religious values, which emphasize the importance of family and community. Children are seen as blessings from God, and large families are common. From a young age, Amish girls are prepared for motherhood. As soon as they marry, typically in their early 20s, there is an expectation for them to start having children. Contraception is not used because it is considered against God's will. As a result, Amish women often have many children, with families of 7 to 10 children being quite typical. The pressure to have children comes from both religious teachings and community norms. The Amish interpret the Bible's instruction to be fruitful and multiply reproductive years, often continuing into their 40s. This is not just about following tradition, but also about fulfilling what they see as a divine command. Number 13. Household duties. From a young age, Amish girls are taught to manage a home, ensuring they are well prepared for their roles as wives and mothers. Cooking is a primary duty. Amish women prepare all meals from scratch using fresh ingredients, often grown in their gardens. They bake bread, can fruits and vegetables, and make butter. The kitchen is a bustling place, especially during the harvest season when preserving food for the winter is a priority. For example, in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, it is common to see Amish women canning hundreds of jars of fruits and vegetables each year. Amish homes are kept immaculate with daily chores, but the primary responsibility lies with the mother. Amish women also maintain vegetable gardens that provide much of the family's food. They grow tomatoes, beans, corn, and potatoes, among other crops. Gardening is labor-intensive, requiring planting, weeding, and harvesting, often with the help of children. They may also help with milking cows, feeding animals, or tending to crops, especially during busy seasons like planting and harvest. Amish women also sew their own dresses and those of their family members. They use simple patterns and modest designs, adhering to the community's dress code. Quilting is also popular both as a practical task and a social activity, with women gathering to make quilts for their homes or to sell. Number 12. Use birth control. And the Amish believe it is their duty to accept and welcome these blessings without interference. In Amish communities, it is common for families to be large. Most Amish families have an average of 7 to 10 children. Amish women are expected to have children soon after marriage and continue to have them throughout their childbearing years. The prohibition of birth control can be traced back to biblical teachings. The Amish interpret the Bible as instructing them to be fruitful and multiply, Genesis 1:28. They believe that interfering with the natural process of conception is against God's will. Therefore, any form of birth control, whether it is pills, condoms, or more permanent methods like sterilization, is considered sinful. This belief has practical implications in Amish life. In their communities, children contribute significantly to the household and farming work. When Amish teens are between 16 and 18 years old, it serves as a time for them to experience life outside of their strict community rules and make an informed decision about their future. During Rumspringa, Amish girls are allowed to explore the modern world, which contrasts sharply with their traditional upbringing. They can wear non-Amish clothing, use technology like cell phones and computers, and even drive cars. They might attend parties, go to movies, or socialize with non-Amish people. This freedom is granted to let them taste life outside their community and decide whether they want to commit to the Amish way of life permanently. Rumspringa is not just about experiencing the modern world, it's also a time for personal growth and self-discovery. Amish girls often use this period to figure out their beliefs, battle with the temptations and pressures of modern life, such as alcohol, drugs, and romantic relationships. There are stories of girls who, after experiencing life outside, decide not to return, choosing instead to join the modern world permanently. Number 10. Strict hair rules. One of the primary rules is that Amish women are not allowed to cut their hair. This practice comes from a biblical passage in 1 Corinthians 11:15, which states that a woman's long hair is her glory. For the Amish, hair is a symbol of a woman's submission to God and her husband. Cutting it would be seen as a rebellion against these values. In addition to not cutting their hair, Amish women must keep their hair covered at all times when in public. They wear a white or black prayer covering or bonnet. The color and style of the covering can vary, It serves as a constant reminder of their faith and their role within the community. Amish women typically braid their hair or twist it into a bun, securing it with pins or hair ties. This style keeps the hair neat and manageable while fitting under the prayer covering. Number 9. No makeup, jewelry, or fashion accessories. The Amish believe that adorning oneself with makeup, jewelry, or fashionable accessories can lead to vanity and pride. For them, inner beauty and character are far more important than outer appearance. This belief is rooted in biblical teachings, such as 1 Peter 3:4, which advises against outward adornment and encourages a gentle and quiet spirit. By avoiding these items, Amish women demonstrate their commitment to their faith. Instead, a wedding is marked by the bride sewing her own dress, often in blue or purple, and wearing a white apron and prayer cap. Fashion accessories like scarves, belts, or decorative hats are similarly avoided. Amish women wear plain dresses, typically in solid colors like blue, green, or brown, with no patterns or bright colors. These dresses are handmade, often by the women themselves, and are designed to be practical and modest. The dresses usually have long sleeves, a high neckline, and are long enough to cover the legs fully. Buttons are avoided because they are seen as decorative and potentially leading to temptation. Number 8. The rituals of courting. One of the first steps in Amish courtship is when a young man expresses his interest by offering a young woman a ride home in his horse-drawn buggy. This act is seen as a